7 days a week. Wow.
Episode 9 let you know first.
You always I always lost count like which episode it is. So are we recording?
Yep, yeah.
Oh, recording already.
Recording ready.
Do you want to sit down?
Well, thank you. Sit down really. Thank you for the offer.
Sit down, pause, come up. Okay, so everybody, welcome to episode 9 of the Mywatchkaki podcast. And today we have very special guests. It took a lot of time for us to get this very busy man on the podcast. His name is Patrick, and he's the owner and founder of Time and Motions, which is one of the top watchmaking and service centers in Malaysia.
That's right.
And also a company by Cynthia.
Hi.
So welcome. Thank you very much for
Really. Have a seat. Right now.
We're only doing this because we get free watch service, right? Yes, of course.
After
Which we will be claiming immediately. Anyway, thank you very much again. And maybe you can tell us a bit about your business and how you started, how many watchmakers you have, things like that.
Actually, I opened this service center is by my dream. Only because of financial problems, so I started a little late. Only I founded the shop in Beccome upstairs. I think probably it's better than I was for 50 something. You know, we have to find some money first and start to do my dream. And then there's a lot of customers support me. Right. The first one already I can see the result with this. When I opened this service center, a lot of people say, no lah, you cannot do one, you cannot do that. Because nobody open just service a watch. Nobody open selling watch. And especially selling watch but not service. My purpose is just service watches.
Right.
So a lot of our friends around me say, you cannot do one, you cannot successful.
This was what year was it?
It's so negatively popular. How many years ago this one? How many years ago?
I think probably it's 2017.
No, way earlier than that, we wanted to find a location in Beccome. So
Why?
we wanted
Because
3 years. We only wanted Beccome place.
Because I saw the area over here, a lot of the people around here is more high up. Yeah. So I wanted just Beccome. And then I waiting for 4 years. Already more than 4 years already. And then to the end, my wife told me, oh no, I say don't have any space, everything. I said, forget about it, no more. Finish. And then next day I received a call. Yeah, there's one shop in Beccome. You want to come and see it?
this is the old shop, the other escalator.
Yeah.
Every year we propose. Every single year we will propose. And then they give us a shop like, we are, you wouldn't want to find it. Yeah, the first year we rejected. The second year we rejected. The third one was at the car park area. You know where you go down, where car park, just you walk out, it's the car park already. So definitely that's not the safest place to.
Your shop is, especially with communing with watches, safety is very important.
Rejected, and then we thought, okay, forget it, it's not going to happen already. So suddenly, the moment we said forget it, then the call came in. So that's why the right timing is everything.
It's always like that. Anyway, who are the friends who say you cannot succeed? Let us know. Give us their address.
No, because based on their experience, their business knowledge or something like that, they say this type of business is very cannot success. You want to do you sell watches.
So they are selling watches and
Some of them is selling watches.
No need that. Just that you don't see a boss back.
So before you started your own service center, what were you doing and where were you working?
I used to work in LVMH very long time ago already. And then I decided not to work for a company. I started a small workshop in my house.
Right.
Inside the house, I just collect some watches from the dealer, and then I do that one for startup.
Right. So in your house, obviously you don't have everything that you have here.
I didn't have already. Actually, that time already, I already prepared for the future. I had to open a shop what they need because all the Swiss tool and the machine is very expensive. So when I got some money, I buy I buy some tools and then build out a big timeline.
It's a small little room lah. Basically, it's a very tiny room. But with the cooking table, even the old working table is not here.
Just like
Yeah, this one also, this is an old thing.
Yeah, that's an old washing machine.
It's the house. So it's one storing all from his watchmaking.
so even polishing also you used to.
We only do I hope we only do a minor one, just a touch up or something like that. Not really say a polishing.
Because polishing, from what I understand,
You need a big space.
proper equipment and there's the air that you breathe, all that's important, right?
But nowadays, all the polishing machine got the internal part to vacuum one. No, last time.
Right.
When you do a polishing, and then the whole room is black already.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very bad for health.
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Okay, so like now, how many watchmakers do you have?
Actually, now I have about 6
Wow, 6.
around it. Some
Are you the biggest in Malaysia? Independent watch.
independent. I think I'm the biggest one. Can say lah, but I cannot say I'm well big. Probably somebody will come up more bigger than me lah. I hope they can do it lah.
Right.
Anything so I just tell them everything you think you can do, you still can do it one. Don't worry. only time matter only.
Right.
Yeah, but after us a lot, I'm gonna have a lot more.
And now,
The awareness is there. But of course, we always say, if you trust us, you limit to us. If you want to go other places, it's your decision. That's decision. So it's really all most of our customers are built on trust. You know, they come here, they like us, they live with us. You know, that's how it built up until today.
great. Is it hard to find watchmaker?
Very hard. Actually, firstly, I have to correct the word of watchmaker first.
Okay.
Because watchmaker, we are not up to the standard yet.
Okay.
We only call ourselves as a watch technician.
Okay.
Watchmaker have more intelligence, and then they have to build their own design, can have to do their own part, and how to calculate the mathematics of how many T to how many T. Have to be very intelligent. They call watchmaker. We only can call ourselves as a watch technician. Sometimes we are overuse the word of watchmaker. Really, some of the shop they just want to impress the customer. They say, "Oh, we are a watchmaker." Actually, we are not. Watchmaker is more higher than us.
Okay.
We only can call ourselves as experienced watch technician.
That's good information because I always thought watchmaker, as long as you fix watches, watchmaker.
Something
Right.
So watchmaker means you have to be able to design the movement,
Yes.
right? Calculate the gear ratio.
That's
those
right.
kind of things.
So you have to use your hand to do a part out
Right.
by itself. They call watchmaker.
Right. Okay.
It is different. This one, that's different. You only call
You have
ourselves
like a passion to become a watchmaker. I'm pretty sure you have, and
Yeah, we try to feed your own. We want to be on the wait list at the top.
the first
Actually, you want to do like say not the moment like say you want to have a design, you want to do out the external like say dark or how much the design. You can do a minor teaching camp we understand the thing. When you deep into the moment, I think we cannot over it. You have to have a more like say in Switzerland you can read to the master degree everything above. Still they have a school to improve your knowledge.
So is that how you got started? You went to a school to learn or things like that?
We go to school to learn only basic to how to repair.
Okay.
How to repair and how to sort out all the watches problem. We repair the moment we already have one. We not design out our own moment.
that was Malaysia.
Not in Malaysia, in Switzerland.
In Switzerland,
How about your own experience where you started?
I started, I think probably when I was 18. Now I was like 63 lah. I'm at 18. I started in PJ, one of the quite famous shop that time 1970 something till 1981.
So was it also passion that let you start at 18, or was it 18 got any job also? 有咩工就做?
No, when you started, in that time you have to repair alarm clock, the China one, China alarm clock, the big band Switzerland alarm clock, and then started to repair clock, everything. Because the shop was quite big, that time we have about eight seafood in that shop. Quite famous, they call the shop is Lim Brothers, I think probably BJ
Brothers.
Yeah, Lim Brothers, yeah. I started from there, and then based on if you're facing a lot of watches, and like say, if you work in the big company, you're only facing one caliber or two caliber.
Yes.
But they only December and change it back. If any problem, no, you feel that this is not correct, you will change.
Change only, that's it.
You can't learn anything from that. Actually, you want to become a watch technician, it's best way to go to the shop. They have a lot of watches, all they got different kind of watches. You can facing all kind of watches like watch woman. So you can learn a lot of things from that. Yeah, because every single woman also they have different different problem.
Yeah.
So how long after that before you went to like LVMH?
I think when I was in UK before, I stayed in UK about 18 years.
Wow.
Yeah, I stayed in the UK, but when I come back, I think when 2004 I come back, I joined LVMH.
So even in UK you were already
I'm not really in UK. I have a few times go to Switzerland, have a small short-term training or something like that in private. So that really not go into the watch line in UK.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Great. Some other line of
Okay.
So like you mentioned, you need to work in a place that have all sorts of different watches to get experience.
Yeah.
Is that your advice to people who are interested?
So yes, you got interest in watches, and then you like to learn from this job as your career. You go to some shop that have a more independent watch shop, is better to better to them.
Right.
Is there one in Malaysia?
What's that?
Yeah, I think this is a question in a lot of people's head. Like, do you guys do apprenticeship?
But I can say that in Malaysia, I think I have a lot of different kind of watches. Based on a lot of customers, sometimes they send all the different kind of like say tourbillon, perpetual, everything watches. They will send it in.
Yeah, I saw your Instagram.
You have charges, so look at it. At what is the design is how they work. So in like say you in a big firm, you have no chance to handle this side of thing. Even though their brand have tourbillon, they have no chance to touch it. You have to send back to Switzerland. They won't give you any chance, even though you want to open the package and have a look, not allowed.
So are you taking the intern?
He's going off the topic.
Because I want to be intern. You take people over 50 years old.
Can do.
Oh, it's free.
It's free, yeah.
A lot of actually, even our customers ask us the same question.
Oh, really?
Can I come here? Can I come here? Oh,
What's the polite way to answer to that question? What is the most polite way to answer?
Yeah, wait. Need some time, right?
Some time to think. We need some.
You should put together a watch and disassemble it and say you want to start. They should put this together first.
First we have to settle our backlogs.
Yeah.
Settle that we first, then you only chase it.
It's another house first. Yeah.
Can
A lot of customers they asking for this. Then
so a future.
I got a plan to how to teaching in a newcomer coming in if they're interested in the watches line. Should be okay with that.
Okay, because that's also has whole bad eyesight also.
One for hobby not really for
See you skip. Oh, the only one sick time because after that I want to buy more watches.
But at least you know how to repair the basic. If not, that one cannot teach you. Later you will pump.
At least you know some knowledge of the watches. That's the thing.
Like just now you mentioned, like, because it's true, right? You look at one of the big houses when the watch are sent back is high in chronology and get sent back to Switzerland, right? Without you even touching. Coming, what was your first experience that you said, you get touch one of these high horology kind of watches?
But sometimes you can tell there's a lot of that watch technicians when they're not good experience, when they see the watch, they will panic.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the price also, right?
It's not because of price, because they haven't seen the first time touch it. And then very difficult.
Why the grease there?
Because pressure of it, I could tell you there are a lot of problems coming out.
So how did you
So the first thing you have to
with the courage
tell you have to
take a deep breath or sip?
plus anyway your base have to be strong. When I was where I was learning at that time, we also have a lot of watches. We repair a lot of different watches when I was 18 or 19 at that time. We facing a lot of watches. So our seafood tell us, don't worry, come hey, okay? You come hey.
We charge me the customer. Penning inside, then wait, don't show.
Well, you will check it when you penning.
How about even now? Do you still see watches you never see before?
I think still have a lot of different. I haven't seen it before. Even though the first time I saw this, I really can tell the customer. I won't tell you. This is the first one I repair for you, but anyway, you have to trust me. And always to them, I say, first time, to me the concern, I say, no problem at all. I know what his theory is, but you have to trust me. I don't mind telling you my first time touching the board, but luckily the customer all trust me. Don't worry, take your time. Don't worry. I don't know already. Anything I say, that's a good thing for me. My customer really very understand me. Right.
So now, is there somewhere you draw the line and say, like maybe certain independence, grand complication, or minute repeater, I won't take. No, you take anything.
I like to challenge one. I can tell you. Right. More typical thing, I'm more happy. Because when after you repair everything fine already, you feel that
achieve something, right?
Wow, I can do it, I can do it.
Easy warning, Right, okay. Mm-hmm. And then, do you focus on different type of category? Like, do you focus on vintage, or do you do more modern? Do you do more complicated watches or simple watches? Your current business stuff.
Well, I think what you say is we are all facing this type of problem. Vintage, complicated, basically over everything.
Vintage, is it hard to find?
The vintage one is very hard. The first thing is very hard to get the part.
Yeah.
But you have to know how to really modify it out. Use a leather machine to do it out. If not, you cannot repair.
Right, because some parts just no more means no more, right? That's it.
So because of that, if you repair vintage watch, it will take more time than as a normal modern watch. You need more time for that one, because a lot of things you know, like the vintage watch have so many years of history already. It's sure got something wrong one.
Yes.
Cannot be 100% already.
That's right.
So something you cannot find, you have to do it yourself.
Oh, so like you take parts from someone else and then you modify?
No. We use raw material and do it out sometimes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow, the magic machine behind you.
Yeah, the leather machine is like that.
Still
The crafted part for rolling.
You make your own wheels and gears and all that.
Yeah, as simple as just a stamp, branding stamp. You cannot get it. You cannot buy as well. And also you don't have any information. So you use a leather machine and do it up straight one.
Make your own stamps, make your own wheels, all that.
Wow. That's something new.
Impressive.
That's a leather machine like that.
That's an ice kacang.
Yeah. Oh, wait, so we wouldn't have ice kacang?
It's ice kacang because I know things.
I'm more impressed. Very impressed.
So actually we all have a lot of our own personal questions. We love
don't worry.
to, but also we invite people to submit questions. So do you really want to start going for questions?
No, I don't think we have enough time to.
No, we don't want to take up too much of it.
Once you have a lot, still wait about bonus down.
One of the questions which I think is from Marshall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So let's pick it up.
Every day.
That's not difficult with the.
So Marsha is asking, what is the favorite brand you like to work on, and what is the least favorite brand you like to work on? Let's start with the favorite.
Favorite one, I think Langer is my favorite one.
Oh, also my favorite.
Yeah, Langer was.
Any reason? Because they are beautiful.
Because the finishing,
Like to challenge you, that's why you like it.
the finishing is very fantastic, very, very beautiful, you see. I say like, it's just people say like, say this type of watches you will send to somebody that has been in that one, probably the whole thing cannot see already. Because why? There were scratches all the bridge, the screw, they will get everything getting worse. Normally, actually, a good watch, if I say 5 to 6 years, you send to a proper service center to repair the watch, actually don't have a big problem. The problem is when you send to a person that don't know a lot of watches, that will damage a watch. They will spoil the watch. That will come up with a lot of problem. Probably, like say, a watch you send to somewhere else, watch technician to repair it, they not really understand about watch, they don't know how to disassemble and assemble back on it. Probably they cannot find out the real problem, what to cause a problem, a watch problem. They go to do another thing. They go to adjust the other part.
Right.
So come to the end, everything cannot move already.
Oh, you.
Especially
You will getting more complicated, more problem out. You see, like say your finger only pain, you see, you go and see a doctor say, well, by my hand finger very pain. Oh, no problem. Is your brain something wrong, something like you have to do a surgery to do your brain. Then you go, no problem now. That's like fight in a repair the car.
Oh, is it true lagers are very hard to work on?
It's not very
It's a
hard.
3/4 plate that, when you want to put everything back together, you cannot assemble part by part. Everything has to fit at the same time.
Not now lah. I think probably when I was a student, when I learning watches, there's some watches they have to put all one shot together. Nowadays they are easy for the watch technician to repair it. They separate everything.
Oh,
Even though a spring, last time the watches, like say chronograph watch or perpetual, they have a lot of spring. Even though until you don't know which spring is belong to where. Now don't have this story already. Now the modern one, what do you bleach on it? You screw in on it.
right.
They think very easy already for nowadays.
Even for lager.
Like same thing.
Because I thought lager, the 3/4 plate, everything is
When you see it's
under that
very
one plate.
difficult. That's why the thing I like to challenging is when you see it's very difficult. Actually when you disassemble out already,
no, nothing.
it's nothing on it, it's nothing one. I tell you. There's nothing on.
Okay.
So the first thing you have to make a first move to open it, to disassemble it first. You have to know the theory first. If you know the theory, even though you have more view also, you can find out what. No problem at all. That's why I say when you want to do a watch technician, you have your basic have to be very strong. You have to know the knowledge about the watch. What is about warning system, what is the hour system, all the power reserve system, everything you have to know very clearly.
Even for something like a Zeitwerk, which is so different, everything is using wheels instead of, there's no center pinion. I said center pinion, there's no center pinion. Not everything is wheels, you are able to...
Actually, it's the same theory one.
Same theory.
Same theory. You already open now, even though I haven't opened some kind of watches I haven't see yet. When I open and I can find out everything is exactly the same.
Basics,
The same basic thing.
but the execution different.
Mainspring, come to the third wheel, second wheel, first wheel, escape wheel, panel fox, belong to that, the three to belong to the same thing.
So the least favorite brand to work on, the worst brand to work on, what you look at it, you wish the customer go home.
Yeah.
Why did the customer buy this watch?
The list is the battery watch. I don't like to repair battery watch.
Now,
Don't name brands.
So there's no challenges on that one.
Actually, can repair when
what's yeah?
And some of the Swiss brand can be repaired.
Okay.
But
Swiss brands,
Swiss brand, but Japanese one is because they lost.
change the whole thing.
Change the whole movement. Sometimes you cannot find the movement. Also, probably the movement cost high as well.
Yeah, especially the vintage ones.
You just change only like I work in the big firm is same thing as well. I don't want to just take a moment and change now. I want challenging.
Yeah. Find
The team to fix it us. If you can repair, you repair. You don't have to, replace. Then it has been makes no difference.
Yeah, that's right.
Stop paying premium for something that, behind.
Right.
So I'll just take.
Next question.
Right, next question. I think it's also on my mind. This one, it's from Ron, a watch painter. He has submitted quite a lot of questions, so we'll slowly go through them.
Maybe Ron can come over. We see. This guy is Hong Kong.
Yeah. Okay. Give me a sec. All right. There's the people like to say you should service your watch every 5 to 6 years. Is it true?
That's true.
No.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Why is it true to you?
Let's say
Mention.
is a mechanical watch. Yeah, based on what that moving or not, out of 24 hours a day. Okay, everything also can go for a lifetime one. I say the oil can be priced up. When the oil is priced up, like the period will be well because turning all the time.
The friction lah.
Like a car, same thing as the same thing when like car you drive a lot of tire go botak.
Yeah, correct.
But more often.
Because some customers, what if they say, you know, I don't really wear my watch a lot.
How much?
Because I don't wear it a lot, it's always in the same period. Therefore, I don't need to do this 6 years.
And you can, because the oil still, you look at it, the oil also can be priced up one. Luckily, if you're when you're out there, I say, oh, my watch 20 years, I will never simply say you are lucky because the oil still in a good position. You still haven't dried up yet. It still can work, but probably it's not quite accurate. I think sure can be different already, but cannot be like say like straight away minus plus or 7 accounts a day. No more already.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what will happen if they don't service? I don't say what will happen if they don't service? Just
No, because they don't say we don't never want to force customer to take our advice. They have a advice say I don't service my watch one. Doesn't matter. If what
customer will say still moving why need to service?
But in our side, we have to give a correct information to the customer. I say somebody you going to sell watch or the salesman will tell them, no problem, this one I can ask for how many. They all given the wrong information. Even though it's something like that, they even never teach them to don't put their hand in danger zone and say don't. That they don't even tell the customer that because they want to say bad thing to the watch. They want to say everything good to the watch.
They don't want to scare the customer.
And just buy that. But our way, we have to tell the truth to customer. Man. Even though my customer coming first time coming or second time coming, also we tell them the truth. We guide and we give them the right information.
So I think related to that, you probably have another question already, which I saw the other day, right? Which is, like, is it better to put to let a watch stop? Let's say you got 10 watches, maybe even more some people got more than 10 watches, and so not every day you wear your watch. Is it better to let one watch stop until you wear it the next time, or is it better to put it on a winder?
First thing we say about winder, actually winder don't have a right or wrong one. Somebody like it because he have a lot of watches. Probably he every day changing all different watches and also busy band.
Yeah.
So they put in a winder to make the watch very ready. When a very just put it on, don't have a facing time to set the day, set the time, and set.
Especially perpetual calendar, annual calendar, all that, right?
Yeah. Perpetual calendar, no lah. You can stop already, but not. What to say? Perpetual calendar. Perpetual calendar. Last time old type perpetual calendar cannot go backward.
Yes.
Only can go straight forward.
Yes.
But nowadays the perpetual calendar, you want to set day, every day, leap year, every day.
If it's a modern professional calendar.
More easy already.
Last time after you go past already, you have to set back, right?
You want to set back? I have one just clip in, check in and stand back.
The next year, maybe.
Or either you wait for 9 weeks to wear the watch, or another month, or another year.
Yeah.
See which one is dead wrong or not.
Unless you don't care you buy perpetual calendar but never look at the calendar
Yeah
to see that.
Wonder up to them like the Chinese say carrot and vegetable. Everybody like that different thing. That's all right. They like somebody like to put on the winder. Somebody like to every week to it's a hobby to wind the watch.
So no difference to wear and tear?
I think it doesn't have any difference. But if you my personal wise if you want to put in the winder, probably let him run for 2 weeks. Next week if they stop it for a while.
Okay, not time constant.
Not considered 365 days later. We're getting well very fast.
Yeah. So do you tell people you can use a winder if you want, but you have to you don't overdo it.
Yeah, but now the winder is there turning all the time.
Yeah.
But the watch still working.
Yes.
Still the same thing.
Yes.
So everything also when you use more shoe can wear one, even though your shoe you walk will not also wear.
Of course. Yeah.
The fire is really go down very fast one.
Yes.
Tải pha.
The far.
How about let's talk about modern watches, right? Like modern Rolex. How when you're talking about parts getting worn, how many years is that? Is it a 10-year thing, 20-year thing, or is it a 50 years thing? With consistent servicing lah.
I think probably just a normal modern watch, modern Rolex watch, or we'll say Rolex, modern mechanical watch also. They will get out way out. Nowadays more easier than last time because the material they use nowadays is different than as old time. You can tell from the different, like say like Omega 30 years of or 30 years ago or 40 years ago, the material they use hardly wear out one. It's only the oil dries up. Nowadays you can swam, even though it's 3 years watch, you come back you can see the wheel already wear out. Because
The rotor bearing, right?
the material they use now is different than as a old time one.
Especially the early days of Omega before they got bought by the Swatch Group.
1940.
So it's something you can
The movement is like
show them way out. The steel they're using, I don't know what kind of steel like. No, I can't.
it's all like copper covers, all bronze.
Yes.
The material is very seldom different. Nowadays, you can 3 years, 4 years, they can see the thing different already.
Actually, talking about like vintage watches, if let's say you have something 40, 50, 60 years old, is it realistic to say with a proper overhaul and proper regulation, you can still get it to say plus minus 3 to 5 seconds?
No problem.
Can, right?
Can.
Can. So actually any watch can be regulated to.
Actually, if you look after, just don't say about expensive, like say just a normal Swiss ETA moment, you can keep maintain to do your watch.
Yeah.
50 years, no problem. No.
Yeah.
50, 60 years, no problem. No.
And you can still get the accuracy.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. But of course must be with the hands of
But you have
people
to
lah.
find a like experienced technician to do it for you. Like that.
If you need any experienced technician, let me know because
don't let you know because you're gonna fix it yourself.
You have something in mind already.
it doesn't matter. I think for me, the accuracy, like it really adds to the appreciation of a watch, especially a vintage one, because you know the watch is so old, but you know it still can be so accurate. It's very nice feeling, and
That's why it's very contrasting different design. That's why we're sitting here because and we back
because we
mind. As long as the watch is picking, we are okay. But for him, the watch has to tick and he has to be accurate.
It's actually for I mean accuracy is definitely one thing. Yeah. Actually for me, the sweeter spot is with manual light. The feeling of the gears turning that sharp tone, or it's like I know I bought a good watch.
Sorry. Okay, how about like you're working on vintage, you're also working on modern, right?
Yeah.
And now you're talking about how vintage watches, the steel they use is so much better. Is there a sense of disappointment as a watch technician when you see a new thing coming like, why only 3 years and that is really...
Yeah, we always ask ourselves, how come like this? Sometimes we share with our friend as a watchmaker as well. This brand, you see, what you said, this is CNC doing out one, this one material, different type of thing. Or they don't care about the quality of the watch, they only care about the brand of the watch to sell more or something like that.
That was my other question. I wanted to say, like, actually, which brand he opens up? Like, you look at it, like, for the price versus what you see. But I don't know whether it's a bit too controversial to share.
ask first.
Actually, that was one of my questions. Is there like one where you see the price is like X amount, and then when you open it, it's like,
Like I said, now got a very famous brand, still we do the same thing. The price is over high until to the sky already. But fortunately, you come out, when you are a good technician, you got kind of feeling, you say, you pay this type of money, you get this type of quality.
because only you can see that. Yeah, a customer, very rarely, how often do you open it?
So what? Even though we share our information around the world, I have a lot of watch technician around the world, Switzerland, America. We always share in the group. And how come this type watch? They will give us a this type only. This brand only they spend a lot of money on the advertisement and everything like that. Actually, when you our experience, we know that that's not worth that money. Which brand is it? We don't say brand.
Oh, one last year, I was hoping he would just it.
Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah.
So, actually, Nick, who is Cartier Watch, that asked a related question, which is in-house movement really worth it? Versus off-the-shelf movement like ETAs, Vita.
Of course, well, yeah, because they have to spend so many years. Actually, design a woman out at least 7 years. I did ask a guy from the Switzerland, he expert. I think he's a master as a watchmaker. I did ask him, you know how long to develop a watch caliber out? At least minimum 7 years.
They're totally new caliber.
New caliber, yeah, new caliber. At least 7 years. It's not just by 1 or 2 weeks they can get out one new moment. There's no such thing. They have counting out everything, diameter, how's the gear, everything. You have to count it. All come out with
Like prototype, test, change, and so on, right? So basically, in-house movement, you are paying for all the R&D. It doesn't mean it's a better movement.
not really a better one.
but
it's not better.
What you're paying for is all the research and development.
That's why, yeah. You mean that, I got in-house movement, mean I'm good already. No such thing.
Right. Another question from Jason Yim is, how much to pay for servicing a vintage Rolex?
Vintage Rolex and have to see the watch first. Okay, I cannot tell you by the
Range? Is there a range?
at least 1,000 plus already.
1,000 plus. And then depending on if you need to change parts and all that, then of course
They have a say, yeah. Depending how difficult is it, how
Follow-up question, right? Because you're independent, you're not part of any of the big groups. I mean, how do you then create a pricing structure for things that you do, right? Because you're not part of any big group scope.
yeah.
So, I mean, is there a formula or how do you...
This is this shred private person that can sometimes like we have the window. We need to get the part But I can tell you the part more expensive than you buy from beccome. It's more expensive because they know you want it. They know this part you cannot get anywhere else. Probably the price will be more higher.
Yeah. So it depends on the parts.
Depending on the part, yeah.
I think actually this is so one of people are asking like how do you decide how much you want to charge?
Yeah, because I think a lot of this question come from people that own usually Rolex, right? So they always have this question, once the Rolex is above after the warranty period, do they bring it back to the service center or do we service it at...
That's between the you and the customer, the trust is how much. Let's say the customer touch you, say, doesn't matter you charge you how much is it? Because I trust your workmanship, I trust your quality and your attitude or everything. I spend more money than even though somebody else I happy. Because they like something customer they like to spend money to something they like.
So they're actually spending money not so much on the maintenance, but they're spending money on investing on the watchmaker for longer term. But
yeah, probably you can say that.
Okay. What other...
I think this one can have a follow-up.
Lost go first.
It's okay. We have
So again, after let's say my Rolex warranty is already out.
Alright.
If I set to RSC and I set to times and motion, right? What is the difference? We don't need to say which one is better or what. Like, is there gonna be a difference, or the end product coming out from service should be the same? Or you guys feel
The end, what you say is actually come out is the same thing. Okay. Probably we are better than them. Okay.
That's not what we want to hear.
So you see, okay, they tell you the thing. Let's say in a service center, a lot of technicians is there were very young. They don't have any experience, and also they're only facing let's say they're only certain brand when they work in there for a few years already. When they come out, they're facing another different caliber. They don't know how to handle it. Different. Our strong point is we have more experience than them. Okay?
Because you have more experience across multi-brand.
That's right, yeah. We have more experience than them. We know how to facing the problem. We don't change things all very often. Unless the thing cannot use already. like vintage, we don't say that. If it's modern watch, we don't modify the modern watch. We tried how expensive part also. Even though I say 1,000 to customer, might cost more than 1,010 also, I buy it. I thought, bro, I would ask the customer to, hey, your part will have, your price have to increase because I get the part watch. Yeah, we don't do this thing. When we agree the amount, and we say that even though the part went expensive, we still get it and sort out the problem.
Okay.
That's why the customer like this way. They say because you wouldn't simple sweeping, you increase the price, and if they call me say you need to pay more about this thing, we don't do that.
Is it true that Tudor in-house movement cannot get parts and you have to change the whole movement? Because my experience and other people I know also, if you have a problem with a Tudor watch and you take it back to RSC, right, they will just change the whole movement. Because they got no parts, and then they take over.
Probably is the factory policy lah. They actually can in December when the audit I have been do before.
Got nothing special.
And nothing special, but they just want to become very sanpei. Probably they just want to heat the thing, and then they don't want you to touch the watch or something like that. So they say that no, but just change the moment you have it. The rest you send back to Switzerland and do it again and send back to you.
Yeah.
And also the same time for them as well.
Yeah, I think also then they get parts back. Right?
That's what
They take your whole movement and then they get parts.
Oh yeah, because you control everything, the whole movement, you don't have part that you cannot repair, you change the whole movement have the same map.
Yes.
So the part one soon go out to market already.
Yeah. And I think it's very true what you say, because I think a lot of the service centers and technicians, they used to work in Rolex or they used to work in LVMH and all that for many years. The good experience will all leave and do their own.
That's true. Yeah.
That's like a lot of the service centers, they're actually better than the official brand service center because then the staff actually very young.
Yeah, they're very young. They say, but
Maybe you got one senior guy to guide them, but that's it. Right? The rest of them are very young.
right. Yeah.
Our survey, did you say anything?
It's the God.
Answer all your
We're just telling the truth. We don't mention anything. We're just telling the truth. Let the customer know more about the watches. That's my thing.
You should have a bit more beer.
No, not doing any drink, so
I wanted to buy the stuff.
it's okay. It's alright.
That was something.
So some maintenance questions from owner point of view. I think a lot of people who are very interested in watches, they already know this thing called the safe zone, right? For date and day changing, right? But maybe some people don't know, and we also got some questions. So just can you explain why you shouldn't change your day or your date between 9 p.m. and 3 a.m.?
Because sometimes when your watch totally stop already, you don't know the 12 o'clock, the 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock what you mentioned just now is in midnight time or afternoon time.
Don't know AM or PM.
If when you want to set if you set the time in this area, the desert zone, because you're not sure it's AM or PM, and then the straight away you pull out and change the date, and the wheel is touching the changing. If it's AM time, the wheel is touching the changing the date.
Already engaged.
Engaged already, is it touching already? And then you're forcing to turn it. You know the gear is very thin one, tiny one, very simple. Just a little bit of power also you can spoil the thing.
Right.
So we advise not to set it if you're not sure AM or PM. You make sure the hand come to the 4 to 8, that the safe zone, then you set. It's not cost you a lot of time, like a few seconds and just turn the hand down.
So it's to save the gears up.
Right.
But you are a service center, you should tell everybody anytime can change.
That's not my point. My point is you have to let a lot of people know that don't be purchased.
Yeah, they're letting first time, even though they already use the watch for like 20.
Oh, that's why I buy the watch and no, the salesman, the sales guy didn't tell me about this thing.
Right.
Never mind, we tell you. It's,
You know, any salesman, very easy job.
yeah.
Won't tell me anything actually. You buy a watch.
They can only tell you what sells the watch, that's it.
They don't tell.
We don't mean that because we are so excited to buy the watch.
You have to believe them. You don't tell. I feel it's very.
But do you realize a lot of people, they're so excited to get the watch already. So the moment they wear it's like, yeah, I'm going to use the watch, but that kind of thing, then I'm rushing, then they leave. So maybe they also have no chance to explain it to the customer. Yeah, because I come from retail.
Another question is like, let's say, chronographs are usually when the chronograph is not running, your seconds hand, your chronograph hand is at 12. And then you will have your counterbalance from the chronograph hand somewhere around your 6 o'clock sub-dial.
Yeah.
Sometimes if your 6 o'clock sub-dial is your running seconds, when you hack the movement, cannot see because the counterbalance blocking, right?
Yeah.
So is it okay to run your chronograph and then stop your chronograph when it's not at 12?
Yeah.
So that the counterbalance is out of the way, so you can see your sub-seconds, your running sub-second, and then only hack the movement and set. Is it okay?
Yeah, no problem.
It's okay to hack and set your time when your chronograph is run and stopped but not reset.
Because when now the chronograph, when you start already, the chronograph hand is moving.
Yes.
When you pull out the stamp, everything is stopped.
Including the chronograph?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Everything is stopped.
I see.
Don't affect anything one.
I see.
Everything is stopped because
So you don't even need to stop the chronograph first before you hack.
chronograph, when you pull out, everything is stopped.
I see. Okay.
Because the balance wheel is not working at all. Because there's a stopper to stop the balance
Right,
wheel.
on the same balance.
Yeah, it's already got one balance, already got one part. That's why, yeah.
What about like Mecha Quartz? Same thing? Mecha Quartz chronograph?
What mean by before?
Mecha Quartz is basically a quartz watch, but the chronograph module is mechanical. It sits on top of the quartz module.
Same thing, same theory. When you stop everything, you stop one.
Great. Okay. And any other sort of like these sort of daily use questions that came from any of
What is, I wouldn't say really daily use, but not everybody is into very expensive watches, right? Some people could just be wearing a Seiko 5, which is around 500-600, right? Compared to maybe what watches are entering, maybe some are just wearing some Orient, maybe around 1,000 to 2,000. But generally, we know servicing prices is always 1,000 plus. In general, So how to justify someone who has a Seiko 5, which costs him around 400 to send it for service after 5 years at a cost of 1,000?
No, normally, to me, like I say, a lot of people say Seiko as well. I wouldn't charge over 1,000 month.
Okay.
I will see when more depends. Sometimes probably we are noticing there's more job than you repair. You are repair Seiko 5. You have more job than repair a normal Rolex.
Okay.
But we understand. You want to ask them to stand, but I say 1,000 for Seiko 5 makes no point. It's no point unless the one. Unless the one is very good at memory or very sentimental value, then I don't mind. I say Grand Seiko, all this all vintage one, all this type already. Like Seiko 5, we normally charge about 400 to 500.
So there is also the other part.
We like to help the customer solve problem, but we not like say about I don't like to repair this one, I put a high price high like you go. We don't do that. We can help you to do it, but probably our charge more expensive than a watch.
Correct.
But not over 1,000. You do that.
So the cost of servicing depends on the watch, basically.
Yeah.
Right? Polish or don't polish?
Polish are good polish. Actually, stainless steel watch polish is okay, no problem at all. But like say a rose gold, patina or white gold, don't do it very often. Because the material is very soft. Steel is very hard. Even though you polish also, you wouldn't see the difference. Yeah. But if like say a rose gold, yellow gold, patina, white gold, those things, because the material is very soft. When one shot gold, every 1 to 0.1 mm already.
Also depends on the kung fu of the guy doing the polish.
Depends on what the kung fu they
You can do a bad polish or you can do a really good polish.
Let's say your polish go watch one side you polish 2 times and one side polish 1 time is different.
Then not balanced.
Not balanced. You cannot see, probably you cannot see, but you can tell. You really go find out the problem. You can see the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So polishing is okay especially if it's steel, and if you get a professional to do it.
Yeah, you're right.
Don't simply let anybody do it.
Yeah, you're right.
And now you can even fix it, right? Yesterday we were looking at it with the things and
That one is laser also already. But
One is spot lah.
Huh?
Spot lah, right?
Yeah.
I think like if let's say your whole one side of the watch is all polished already, then
Cannot.
laser also can.
No point.
also polish the other side.
Balance it out. Right.
Any dream watch you want to work on which has not entered the shop yet?
I don't think have any. Still don't have any. I haven't seen one actually.
They need independent.
Yeah.
We independent.
Independent, they have a lot of independent watches. No, it's just
Coming here also.
Yeah, but I mean, the independent watches in Switzerland, there's a lot of very good brands. But still have. Yeah, we do. I do.
Moses or FB.
Yes.
What's the most interesting watch when you look at it? You know, customer bring in and say, Patrick, can you help me out with this? And you look at it, you're like,
Yeah, there's a lot. And still, in fact, I feel more I haven't touched yet. What you ready for us?
Because not on camera, not on camera.
Camera.
I know.
I know what you're talking about.
Because one of the question is one of our friend under 40 he owns
He's our favorite customer.
FB
yeah. So he asked, do you guys service it?
Yes, FB no more.
Because the question comes along like there is actually specific screwdrivers for it. Is that true?
Yes, because the FB material very soft. Even though the caliber is made by gold.
And this thing is
Which is not common. People don't do gold.
Yeah, because we usually use that one. We don't use a steel screwdriver.
Okay.
We use 18K carat screwdriver.
18K. This is why I have to see the screwdriver.
We have a set of one screwdriver just for him to do it.
right.
Yeah, because you use a sensitive one too hard and too soft. Very easy to scratch. Yep. And also see too bad.
Yeah.
When customers see like that, even though it's lucky it won't scold you, I'm going to tell you next day you will see the Facebook, this one, that, all this kind of thing.
True lah, true.
Yeah, we don't want this kind of thing happen.
Under 40 should send and spoil it, sell 50%. What the price is.
Ask you do it. But he hasn't been here for a while. He promised to come. He never come yet.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Please.
Please come. I buy you coffee.
So we have all kind of watches that we base our experience, we use different tool. We don't use one set of tool.
Yeah. Richard Mille also, the screwdrivers, all.
Yeah, I have all the whole thing already. Even the Patek one, they open. Normally the Patek Philippe one, the rather self screw. You ask them, the people outside the shelf, they open it. They will scratch the screw because the screw is made by platinum or solid gold.
Yeah.
So soft. They use a stainless steel and not correct size.
And this is the most interesting one where I heard like
Like the shoe was quite, especially the water breathing one.
I thought it was interesting. I didn't know fatter. Yeah, I didn't know views matter.
Wait, just simply use any tools and you put it open up and see. Wow.
I mean, even like, I mean, where's the innocent also you can destroy it.
So this has a screw.
18 karat. This is gold.
It's not gold, this is copper.
Or copper.
So it's softer.
Where's
Softer.
the gold one?
Gold ones.
Yeah,
Because the size of this one is very big, they use not correct size to open it. When it's not correct size, the end shape will cut the screw. So normally like 9-10 of the Patek leather strap, the screw come in, 10 of them, 9 of them is scratches already. Right? So I have with specialists do this.
Interesting.
so you say like the other question he asked like what other watches to see? Is there any other dream equipment they ever bought? Because you seem to have collected a lot of equipment here, right? You were like
Laser.
laser welding also you have behind here.
I say it's still not enough yet. No, not even 10%.
Wow. Not even 10%.
Not even my shop. My equipment are not even the full set one.
His money and go to all these funny things and remember why. Go and order this one, believe it.
What else can raise money again?
I can buy back, you know.
Yeah.
And you got somebody attending to
No, my kids.
My kids.
Oh, okay. Interesting. So you're still buying more and more equipment.
Still buying every year, also buying a lot. I like to invest on this type of thing.
It's also a hobby of
Yeah.
collect the.
It was like 8% equipment, 20% watch, but
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, when you want to, I personally for me, right, there's I want to know stories from you. You know, like what is the worst watch you ever received? You know, not because it's a lousy watch, but because maybe the watch went through a fire or involved in a car accident or whatever. Right? What's the worst condition you ever received? Because I can imagine when you fix that watch, it's very satisfying, right? So I want to, if you have any stories, if you can share any stories about the worst watch you ever received, and also what is the best, most amazing watch you ever worked on?
Worst watch, I think probably worst one is the water enter until few weeks already, even though few weeks is a sea water, salt water.
Oh my God.
The whole thing coming is all, the whole thing is rusty.
What watch is that?
It's IWC.
IWC.
I can remember. IWC. I said, where you buy it? My father buy it for me one. I was thinking, Baba, I help me to do it.
Right.
I said, no problem, can. But you need to give me some time. I cannot. Because I have to kill a lot of time.
Inside all rust and corrosion already.
Yeah, but lucky the one much weightage, I still can get pan easily.
So basically, you replace most of the parts.
Some can clean one, I will clean it. If not cannot clean one, have to change one, have to change.
Right.
Well, so he bought it not knowing that it's rusted, or he used it in the sea.
Because the whole time,
Because that's father's watch.
father, yeah, give it to him, and also he don't realize that the watch is not waterproof already, and then he bring it to sleep. And then after it come out already, you can see it all white already. But just stick with him for 2 or 3 weeks, everything.
Put inside rice.
You know, can't do that. Doesn't work.
No, it works for electronics. Because like if you put your phone, your wet phone in the bag of rice, the Asians will come and eat the rice then.
So watches put in rice doesn't work. Okay, good to know.
Have one,
That's it. The customers will try all these different before they week to service center.
With your phones also is the same. You try
Everything.
anything different now.
So they also have the customer, they just polish your watch already, and then you go to see just a bit of hair scratching already. You just don't know what is it. Just I can come on already. And then he called me, hey, my hair itchy like that, I do it. Yeah, we're having to do that.
So I can imagine that guy who brought the IWC to you, and when you finally gave it back to him,
He's happy. I'm going to tell you.
wow,
Happy.
how he must feel, and how you feel also, right? When you are able to help a customer like that.
The one that bring the JLC, the ticket to put at perpetual calendar. This is the one of the customer. Yeah, the white box. Stop it on the bottom, then the switch. This is perpetual calendar. He said I had to send back to Switzerland already once because the year I work push already.
Oh,
The 2024.
right.
And one day forward cannot.
Right.
Oh, this is the. But it's not the ultra.
No, this is actually going to be alignment. So I say, if you trust me, you leave it to me, I do it for you.
Trust.
That's
See,
it.
you already this the keyword.
So working perfectly now.
Perfectly nice.
Cool.
So initially she thought
He thought nobody can handle this type of watches.
then you like a challenge, right?
I say, you leave it to me, I will do.
Before.
But I say, I did repair a perpetual calendar, but not this model. Not with alarm, this with alarm, this one.
So 烧水啊。
I did that. Still need you still need the experience to deal with it. Right.
So I think one of the follow-up questions is you have 6 technicians. How do you give what watch they work with?
Actually, my technician, with me now is 6 of them. One already sent to Switzerland
For training.
for 4 months.
You send
Yeah, sent to Switzerland for training for 4 months. Come back on June, and then we'll give everybody a surprise. And then one or two is still learning. 3 the 3 one is still the learning. One is a senior one, they off. But let them basic. I don't rush them now. I just give them a mechanical watch, and then they'll find out the problem and solve the problem. But the first day, everything correct away. So I think doesn't matter. You make thing wrong. You make thing wrong. You don't do second time. If you do second time, you are very stupid.
Disclaimer, this is not customer watches, not customer watches.
Yeah, I did buy some moment for them to be sure.
So how do you? I mean, like, so the guy that was sent to Switzerland, he's been working here for some time already. Before you decide to send him to Switzerland.
Nope. He actually joined me on last year's February. But he have very intelligent skill.
Right.
He
A lot of potential.
potential. He like watches. He like to learn more on this. And then he worked for me a few months. I realized that this guy is stuck.
He now.
In my team, he's not 普通啊.
Yes.
Because I have quite a lot of people learning as well. But don't tell that. Sometimes like that, they holding the watches, don't know what to do, and then brain don't know thinking what.
What shoe to buy?
But this guy have very good intelligence, very good.
So you paid for him to go?
This is secret. Don't tell what. Won't say this thing.
Because you got a seven. If you got 7 people, because the weekend going to join you.
I work for free.
But I will go to Switzerland. So it's 7.
But go in Switzerland, it's not that easy as well.
Not easy. You need to do the badge test first.
You have to go there, interview first.
What's a bench test?
Means you go for interview first, and then you go for a badge test. Means they test you, you know what?
Oh.
What I mean, like whether you are from 0.
To a god level. Like,
Yeah, and then when you come back, then they will select out of the many candidates. And if you're lucky, first 1 year I think they take 6 or 8.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So if you're lucky one, you will get to be chosen to go out.
It's not that I want to go. I mean, you can go. I got money. I want to join. Cannot. It's not like that.
And more, it's about whether they want you to.
Do you find that there are more people now who are interested to become technician?
Yes, that's more.
When did that change happen?
Because why? Like say you are you register and it's like 大學生 like say what can you do in there and how much you can earn from that. But if you will do a very good watch technician, you can travel around the world. Everywhere you need a technician.
Yes.
You go Switzerland, you go England, you go America. You say you are good, you are experienced technician. I'm going to tell you, they do anything for you. You want to apply PR, everything, they do it for you.
Was there a period where maybe it was hard to get people to learn this industry?
Yes.
And like, when did that change happen? You know, like very hard to find people. Then suddenly now a lot of interest, a lot of people want to learn. When did that happen?
This one I don't know. For the past 10 years, 20 years ago, Switzerland, even though it's a production of watch country, also there's not enough staff as well. There's not enough technician. Yeah.
In the last 5 years, when all the watch collectors come aboard, and then the awareness of
So much demand, like
then people start to say, hey, what should I do for repair? I want to learn how to repair. Then I can repair my own watches. It starts like that first. But when they start to learn, it's actually not so easy to repair your own watches.
So easy. It's
Because it's not the moment you sit down, we're going to tell you, okay, you're going to repair this party fillet. No one. It surely start from that. And change the battery, so we said, blah, blah, blah.
They are lucky now. Our time, we repair. Just give you an alarm clock, you repair, trying to make.
alarm clock, wall clock.
That's the all big thing like that, big clock.
Big was remember, right? Because big, I said you're learning, but the gears are also big too.
Well, you see,
The watch is
the storm harder than the clock.
They say that a pocket watch is always a good watch to start with. Is that true?
No. Okay, watch is not easy to repair.
is it?
Especially vintage one, I tell you.
Most of them are 88.
Okay.
But most of them is legal.
Not easy. Because the theory, the mechanism is different. They all pocket watch are made by hand.
Okay.
All the wheel, every internal component, internal part also made by hand.
No CNC then.
No CNC one. Sometimes it's not accurate one, you see. The diameter is not accurate one. You have to know how to do it. If not, you will hit it.
Right.
And it's not that easy. Pocket watch, you think it's big. It's not that easy one. They're using all different. Let's say a parafox, not like this one. The 2 jewels. Last time one is two pin only. Sometimes like that. Turn out all different.
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 It's some of grandfather clock. He used to repair grandfather clock. Wow.
basic time lah.
No, I don't know. They have to go to the house.
Unless it's
assemble the
see atmost.
atmost.
And also different now because you can carry here and bring back. You know, you have to travel there and then tell them what's wrong there. They tell them the price, and then they say, oh, too expensive. No, think about it first. You have to come back. It's not like Europe, but you white call only you come out charge you have to pay already.
Yeah.
In Malaysia, it's not. You go there, you want to charge them, but I know
So we try not to take in blocks except.
some stuff like that. Yeah, it's not.
But very cool atmost clock, but
But very, very sensitive. Very, very delicate.
all very dedicated.
Then someone will buy it.
Bye. This bye. It's okay.
Just buy it because that's how the pixels.
Oh no, you cannot.
Then said I also try to fix a lot. What is good?
I tried to think about it, but then
Moscow.
no. Okay, I think this is an interesting question, right? We talk about the young people trying to work on a not customer watch. So what will usually be the first customer watch they'll work on?
We have to base on our their experiment way to how size. No, you have your hand set, you have it clearly very set, not rough, and have to know how to take care about your watches. I will see when what I give it to you, the watches come back is still the same one. Okay,
Yeah, ready.
you are ready. If not, I give you a brand new moment for you. Come back like I don't know what is it, but I'll go to my watch is
Chaka ayam.
and mean that your cycle is not clear.
So what watch does technician like yourself wear? What is your favorite watch?
Apple Watch. No lah.
I like vintage watch.
Vintage watch? Doesn't matter any brand?
I like the design. I don't like. I like their old type, their own in-house woman. Like this IWC is it's in-house. The in-house woman, not ETA.
Is there a certain era you like? 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s?
Vintage you brand.
I like it. As long as it's vintage.
Mentioned
like,
right how many years ago the quality was better. And he liked the brand.
Yeah, I mentioned yesterday. It's great stuff. Actually, the brand also. Yeah, the client. It was me where it is to like
Surprise.
that brand lah.
all the one ones.
Now people have all on.
These ones are like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why I say the woman when you will repair, you clear, you wash it, put it there, you will be a very simple one. You know what? All thing is shining like a brand new one.
Actually, for me, that brand. That brand.
Rewind.
Somebody bought it. So when he looks after, it's like, oh, the patina. Well, when the watchmaker guy wanted to see how it looks like inside, he opened it. I was so amazed. Beautiful. Inside, it's so beautiful. Yeah, I never thought. I thought this is like this. We always see the Seiko 5s, right? The normal, like we thought it's like going to be like that. But actually, it's for that watch and that age. It's so nice.
You want to kind of sit here already? Got about 3 vintage.
Yesterday, I woke.
I'm sure on the fence.
You also like, yeah. It's just that today, because I.
Be surprised. Be surprised.
Right. No, I wouldn't. Actually, I should have worn a vintage today.
You print out the what I want.
Now cannot. Later first.
Because I actually just clicked the vintage out and it's the white.
You have so many nice patina pieces.
Yes. What now?
Set.
You think WK beautiful?
Yeah. I wonder what.
No, chef.
That's a lot.
Actually, the other thing I want to ask is like, just now we talked about, and it's very nice for me to know, as somebody who like vintage watches, that any vintage watch, if you do a good job, you can really get it accurate again. So that's very nice of me to hear. The second question I want to ask about vintage watches is, how realistic is water resistance? Let's say you do pressure test. Let's say the original watch, don't talk about 1940s, so old. Let's say 1980s, okay? The original watch, let's say 100-meter water resistance or 200-meter water resistance. Let's say 1980s Submariner. How realistic is the water resistance, after, say, 40 years old? You change the gasket, you change all the gaskets and all that, you pressure test.
Actually, based on your experience, this type of watches are very easy to do a waterproof watch. They only got three places: the glass, the crown, the back case. No big problem because no chronograph. Okay, no pusher, no jets on the bottom.
Right.
To pick that press on.
Yeah.
Only 3 pound only, you can find it very easy to do it, solve the problem. But that's why a lot of vintage ones up, the water enter, really, the face also got everything also up. After you repair, I will tell you this watch is waterproof. 50 meter. Just recently
50 lah. Maybe it won't go back to 200, but 50 meter at least got that, right?
And it's 3 meter, 5 pound, 3 meter.
30, like that.
Was okay lah, not diving lah.
3 atmosphere, 5 atmosphere, okay lah.
No problem.
But it won't go back to 200 lah.
Alright. Don't.
Even the submariner, no chronograph.
Don't trust the advertisement say 1,000 meter, 5,000 meter. Go and tell me which diver will wear this type of watch underneath.
100%. Because I'm a diver. So.
Huh?
How about those that wear for golf? This one was the one.
That's a good question. Yeah, go on.
If you wear Richard Mille, Bubba Watson,
And play tennis, right?
no. Like how they advertise, might have to try it out.
So I think you wear on your left,
You wear a Nadal,
so you just go like this and
you feel like Nadal.
Yeah, sport watch in tennis and golf.
Cannot. Mechanical watch cannot play any. Watch okay. Like say Apple Watch, no fine. If you wear a Richard Mille or Patek, you go play golf, I'm going to tell you, you buy another one.
Actually, that's what I heard. I don't know whether true or not. Rumor that all the Richard Mille, all their sponsored watches like Bubba Watson, golf, Nadal, tennis, after they play the game, next they get a new one. Yeah. But nobody.
No, especially Richard Mille. You tell me go wear a Richard Mille, play and golf, I'm going to tell you one thing already finished already.
Yeah, the force, right? Is,
The vibration is how strong is it? 38,000 the second. No?
yeah, even motorsports, right? All the.
Yeah, the vibration even those.
I don't see after the race will change. I think that all the sponsored watches they change it. They just don't tell anybody.
Yeah, this marketing only. Like say 1,000 meter, 2,000 meter. I'm going to tell you the diver ask me, you want me to?
That kind of thing.
Yeah, everything you need to have the calculate how the energy, the gas, the meter, everything.
Unless
Save
saturated,
your life one, you know or not? You really are not like that, who will see the shower.
but saturation divers
only direct.
because they take wings to
The
decom.
only thing is only this thing can turn.
Actually, it's unrealistic to wear it to diving, right?
No, if you are a saturation diver, let's say commercial diver, you take a few weeks to decompress it, right? So you actually have to stay under pressure for a very long time. No computer battery will last that long. So if you're a saturation diver, yes, you need a watch. But if you are a recreation diver, you're diving to 25 meters, 30 meters, 40 meters, whatever, your dive lasts 1 hour. At most, let's say you're doing twin tanks and you're doing low decompression diving, maybe like 2 hours maximum. You wear a computer, you don't wear a watch because you have all these calculations.
Yeah, the calculation to save your life.
Yeah.
But marketing is good. Marketing is
But for
Down.
decompression diver, yes, actually the computer is useless. You need a watch.
Actually, like let's say, I think I go diving and I go swimming pool. I don't think I ever went 2 meters before. Because I didn't-
Have to go because that's the.
Interesting. So golf, heavy sports, no.
Is he a dose of time wears the new RM to play tennis? Is it?
Maybe she gets.
She can afford to chill every day.
So if I go to a driving range, then I see someone wearing a Rolex playing golf, the guy is solo already.
That one is
Give time and also
Then you give us some makeup, we help you bust out.
they just want to show off and I totally.
Okay.
Coming back to the British, just one last question. I mean, because we love all the kinds of British, there's so many different types of complication. Is there a complication that we should avoid because it's like more than 20, 30 years? Is there something to avoid? Or
The more important thing is water because the last vintage what normally they don't do waterproof. Even though that's proof also they don't do it. No casket. Even though the price in the case.
yes.
So if you care about the water, a lot of things is priced better. Watches is the more important enemy is water. Yeah.
So if you choose a vintage watch, let's say there's one no date version and one with day date. So a lot of wheels. Is the no date one going to last longer and less problem than the other?
No. Actually, you say more wheel. Actually, it's 1 or 2 wheel as well.
Yeah, but so okay lah. Where tear from?
Yeah. And a lot of
You're now safer. Just don't need to. Well, and by time only. I very scared the bird as well. For me, right? Watchcraft is always like
The older the watch, the more I look for time only because I scared the wheel break down and all that.
No one thing I buy only.
no, a lot of vintage ones. Normally, the problem is the previous people repair that damage the thing. So it's a lot that they buy the vintage one from the internet. They cannot see the quality. They cannot see the condition is how. When they brought it back, oh my God. This one modified lah, that one modified lah.
Actually, for us, it's one of the scariest. When you see online, all the pictures, there's only so much you can see. But then when you come and see the watch, it's like, wow. Yes, it's nice. Always like, I'm saying,
Actually, we have a rule for us to repair a vintage watch, to modify a thing. We don't modify the main plate. I mean, if the
Original must be original.
we modify what we want to do. Like say we're missing one thing, we do from here and put it back. Even though next time you lucky you get another one, you get to put it back.
Yeah.
But nowadays, a lot of people they modify the main thing. I don't care, just do it. Even though you have an original one, when you put it back also cannot already.
Yeah. Because everything else affected.
The affected with this. That means a thing. That's the worst thing we don't like to see one. The vintage what's more important is this thing.
So this interview, I feel more safe to buy more. I also got Patrick.
Especially now it gives special discount to my
Okay, at least we are about 1 hour.
Yes, we
At one price, it's like quite.
Accurate now is fine. And then
Still not satisfied, but still like a lot of things to ask. Still, what problem is you can?
we have any more questions from the followers and all that?
I like to share my information to a customer lah. Tell you the truth. My thing is, even though I don't know the customer first time coming also.
And I think generally it's done around that.
I think like a lot of the questions also I combined and
So like you say, right, a lot of people they go and some people modify the main plate, right? So if you receive a watch in that condition, what will you do?
So you have to use the brain and think how
I have frozen before because kind of said the next 70.
yeah, to see how we go to recover everything to minimize the thing. No?
something. Go to the back and out.
Yeah, I guess we said it's easy.
As the pressure lah, he have to smoke to get with the house. That's why. That was go and buy a bottle of Coke, and then he don't finish it. I think
That's why this guy modified until the whole pig already. He said around the swimming around the KL, nobody can do it. And then they were sending over here.
Okay, then we have to discuss off camera. Let's see there.
he's phone. It's going on the photos on the watch.
Good one.
That's the way.
Especially all the young parents who are watch people, more picture of watch than kids. Correct.
Wait, don't that picture of my son.
Very vintage one.
Wow, this one 1920s or something.
Tudor, yeah. Outside the person they modify the thing.
IG, no?
Yeah,
Did I post this on that?
yeah, with the modern watch.
So nobody wants to service that watch.
Nobody can do it because they don't have the theory to how to recover the thing. You were getting the thing more worse. That's right. You ask outside person to do it. Yeah, here. See, so nice and clean. I so only happy. Used to be like this. And the whole the winding stem here is all the hole is getting big already.
Or someone went to do it lah.
Somebody has
That's the after.
That's the Tudor. After it's here.
Yeah, after it's shit. Yeah.
Oh, wow, so clean.
Yeah, but so this one, what I mean, and just I say this. Okay, see this one come to wow, nice.
We can buy tonight. It's
Now
not
be there to buy already.
Okay.
Since how
those country likes challenge so good.
only do one extra view ma.
Interesting. Okay. I think that's about it. That's private. We have more questions, but
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Hope you guys really
Yeah, is there anything you want to ask us from, as customer, like why these customers always this stupid one? Ask us.
Cannot.
So when you enjoy more customers,
I do any customer, even though they come in, don't have any business to me, you want to know about watches, just welcome, no problem. I can spend my time to you to explain to you what you want to know. Just
Here at all talk mostly friends first way. We don't really like straight away go into like, oh, this one 100 repair, 500, 100 repair, 1,000, no such thing.
even though I tell myself, you want to talk when customer come in, you spend time to talk to them. Don't talk about watches. No business do also no problem. Just as a friend, the talk. Doesn't
That's
matter.
great.
Yeah, let them come in feel comfortable.
Yeah.
First they must feel comfortable first, and then that even though they don't spend any single cent here, so no problem. You still welcome.
Agree with you.
so we right now,
Then I get along.
any plans to open a lesson, all those things?
Not now lah, probably later. Because this one is a space for certificate. A chapter.
oh right.
Smart TV.
Because still got a lot of space.
Oh, that one is for watching one. For the future one.
So you can do like seminar, teach people how to
You tell see, I haven't got a idea lah how to go and do it like got more time like. I will train this few guy out first. When they have
This few plus one practice with bad eyes.
Actually, a lot of customer like you want to come. Hey, can we come here and learn or not? I said no problem, can.
But when that to you, see.
I know time to talk to you. I give you one moment. You just December and December.
Can't we just chill only lah, that's all.
Interesting.
All right, great. Okay,
Thanks for having us.
thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Not only for making time, but also letting us come and shoot here in your workshop.
It's my pleasure.
Yeah, your service center, I should say, not workshop, and not fixing cars.
Actually, don't call us as a watchmaker.
Yes, that one I learned to take it. I always thought.
Because we don't claim on this, oh, I'm the best watchmaker in the world. Watchmaker this, watchmaker that.
Actually,
Yeah, they're all based off them. I know it.
Thank you very much, and all the best for your future.
Thank you. Sure, I show you the watch.